Hey there friends, welcome back to the Mid-Tempo Jam. This week here in Lyons, on location at the Cornell's house. Thanks again Karen and Jeff for letting me host this here. One last go round before I am moving on to other things and gonna be doing some traveling to Winter Wondergrass Tahoe next weekend, and then I will squeeze in a Monday here and there as I'm available and as I have a location. So I'll keep you posted on that. All right, what do we got here? Hand Me Down My Walking Cane is the first song on the list in the key of G. And it goes like this. And a one, and a one, and a five, and a one, and a four, sins they have overtaken me. Okay, that's how it goes. And I'm going to pull up the click track and I will demonstrate how I might kick this song off. Let's see here. So mid-tempo jam, we're going to be in the mid-tempo zone. That's about right. Okay, so my kickoff would go something like a 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of based on the Norman Blake version. That's sort of my reference on this, although it is an old song. Okay, so go ahead and kick us off here in the key of G. Hand Me Down My Walking Cane. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I got high and I got in jail. Lord, I got high and I got in jail. I got high and I got in jail. Ain't no one to go my bail. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. I got it. Well, the beans was tough and the meat was fat. Lord, the beans was tough and the meat was fat. The beans was tough and the meat was fat. Oh, good God, I couldn't eat that. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. Play it. Well, it's a come on, Ma, won't you go my bail? It's a come on, Ma, won't you go my bail? Come on, Ma, won't you go my bail? Get me out of this Nashville jail. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my Hand me down my walking cane, I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hey, there's a lot of verses. There's a handful of more verses on that, but we gotta get going to some of these other songs, right? Okay, fun. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna do a quick check and make sure these live streams are working, because you never know. I could have just been playing for nobody right there. Let's see. Okay, everything's refreshing. All right, we're on in Facebook land. So everybody chime in. You know the drill. Let me know where you are, how you're doing, what you're playing. And over on the YouTube channel, we are live as well. Okay, so we've got Gonna Settle Down in the key of G. All right, and let me find a tempo for this. Oh, no place to call now. Let's back it down just a wee bit here. This is the one that goes like this. And one and a one, four and a one, one and a one and a five, one and a one and four and a one and a five and a one to the four. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. And my kickoff would go something like 1, 2, 3. But I'll bet you're going to kick it off way better than that. So go ahead and get ready and kick us off, or I'm going to settle down in the key of G. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my home. Don't have no one to love me anymore. I wanna pack up my grip and take a long, long trip back to the one that I love so. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. I know. You told me I'd be sorry some old day. I found this to be true, so I'm headed back to you. Sweetheart, I'm tired and I want to settle down. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. Play it. How when I get back to her, my rambling days are o'er. We'll build a little cottage on the hill, where think the days gone by, sweetheart, just you and I, and there we'll live so happy evermore. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife, and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. Fun. Love that song. Another song that is from Flatt and Scruggs, and the title is not mentioned verbatim anywhere in the song, but they allude to the title. And the titles of these Flatt and Scruggs songs are kind of just a summary of what the song's about. But I've always found that kind of interesting. Okay, how's everybody doing? Here on the YouTube channel, we got Sandy is back in Bakersfield with a banjo on her knee. All right, Sandy. Ford Huntington back for round 2 with the coolest name on YouTube. Big Dan jamming on a new Rain Song acoustic. I have a Rain Song guitar. I take it out on the rivers with me. And it's a darn fine instrument. William Heron is still hanging in there and having a good time. Hi, Jack McGuire, still here in Ohio. Thanks for picking along. And on the Facebook channel, we got David Foster. Hello, thanks for being here. David Holtkamp, ever stalwart, always with us. Running his own weekly jam now in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Hi, Dave Schmidt, and thanks for being here. Hello, Sage, my good friend Sage. Hello, Chantal in Nova Scotia. Hello, Colin. Yay, Colin's still here in the UK, staying up late. Thanks for picking along with us as always, Colin. And Dan, I bet you're sounding good too, right, Dan? Dan Grider. And hello, this one keeps switching on me. Julie Rue. Cool. Hey, thanks for being here. Hello, Ann in Portland, playing the mandolin. Hello, Deb in Durango. I will see you at Tico Time for sure. And hello, Larry McLaughlin, back from mid-tempo. Right on. Thanks, everybody. Okay, this is the last call for the time being. And it just means I can't do it next week. And then the future weeks, I don't really have a plan. I'm going to be here and there, and to run this jam and for it not to be full of glitches, as some of you have witnessed in the early days. And whenever I try a new venue, I just have to know that there is the right configuration of Wi-Fi and things like that, and a really fast connection for this to run properly. So the Cornells here in Lyons have been so gracious in hosting me, and I live in a camper these days. I'm floating around, figuring out what the next move is, and I'll be traveling a good bit, so that's why I can't do this every Monday. But anyway, don't be strangers, stick around. There's a lot of good stuff happening. I've got an album release coming up. There's going to be some big announcements this week from my camp, so stay tuned on the socials, and I'm going to drop as much good bluegrass flat picking your way as I can. And right now we're going to play Big Sciota, or Big Coyote. Everyone I know who's from that area calls it Big Coyote. Which is a river that runs through Ohio and other areas. And this is a tune that I learned from Russ Barenberg and the Skip Hop and Wobble album, though it's an old time tune that's been around. And it goes like this. 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 1. 5. Now that little the 5 is optional, but I tend to gravitate toward playing that. You could just roll a 1 chord all the way through there. And that 5 chord, I imagine, was probably added you know, in recent developments of the song. The old time players might just hang on the one. Anyway, that's the thing about these old time tunes. There's some different interpretations. And also on the B part, sometimes people flip that E minor and C chord. But I like it this way. I think it's real pretty. So that's how we're going to play it. And I'm going to kick it off. And we'll be about the same tempo where we just were. And let's play it 3 times through, okay? Me, you, me, you, me, you. And this song doesn't really need a tag. You'll just end it. Do 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 do. Bow. Okay? Here we go. Big Sciota in the key of G. Nice. Just a fun song to roll on through, right? The changes are fun to play over. The melody is simple enough that you can kind of deviate and get back to it. Just love that tune. Okay, Drifting with the Tide. Hey, haven't done this for a while. I was kind of thinking about songs we haven't done in a bit. And this is a good one for the mid-tempo jam. From Reno and Smiley. Key of A, so I'm going to capo 2, play in G position. Simple song, 1 and 5 on the verses, and it goes to a 4 on the choruses. So, 1 and 1 and 1, 5 and 5 and a 1, and 1, 1 and 1, 5, 5 and a 1, 4, 4 and 1, 1 and 1 and a 5, and 1 and 1 and a 1, 5, 5 back to 1. That's how it goes. So I will demonstrate a kickoff here. And we'll kick this up just a little bit. So I might kick it off like this. 1, 2, 3. And it is a duet throughout. If you know the words, sing them with me. Sing that tenor part. I'll do the verses in order. Okay, here we go. Drifting with the Tide in the key of A. Kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. As my boat draws near the harbor, knowing soon you'll be mine. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. I've crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. I got it. A long, long time has passed, my darling, since the night we made those vows. I know my heart will break in sorrow if you should say it's over now. I've crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. Play it. I'm in love with you, my darling, and I'm praying you'll be mine. But if you change your mind, my darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. I've crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. There we go. Good old song. Well, you may have noticed I'm going after the T here, and the voice is a little. It's there, but I'm just dealing with this this congestion. It's 3 weeks after I got the COVID. I'm still just tired as heck and dealing with this lingering congestion. So there you go. Hopefully I'll get back to 100% soon. But from all the stories I've heard talking to others, no matter what the symptoms, the common thread is that you think it's going to go away and then it just keeps on hitting you. So so apologies for a couple of sour notes here and there tonight on the singing. It feels great. it's just blocked up. Okay, so what is this? Going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains in the key of A. And now I've got a little thing that I do here. So I'm going to play this out of open A. And what we're going to do is, we've done this before, so you might remember, but it starts with this kind of riff, or like it's kind of a rhythm vamp on a 12-bar blues in A. So in other words, it starts like this. 4, back to the 1, 5, 1, and then it goes into the da 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 to the 4, back to 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 5, back to 1. Okay? So at the top of the kickoff and at the top of every break, we do that little, whatever version it is you want to play. And then you're into the actual song melody. Okay? It's a fun way to play the song. And it comes from the old Delmore Brothers version, and then several versions that I've heard, including Country Gentleman and Norman Blake, do that same thing. So that's how we're going to play it. And let's see about a good tempo. So I don't have to run you through the kickoff. I kind of just did it. I was singing the melody and playing through the chords. So you got it. You got it down well enough, I think. So kick it off, play that kind of rhythm, funky little rhythm vamp on a 12-bar blues, and then right into the song form. Going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains, key of A. Here we go. A 1, 2, 1, 2, here you go. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going back, gonna leave today. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh honey baby, I'm going away. I got it. going back to Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going back, gonna leave today. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh honey baby, I'm going away. Oh honey baby, I'm going away. Fun. It's a cool way of doing it. And I kind of got that guitar thing from Norman Blake. I mean, if Norman gets his hands on something and I hear it, that tends to be a reference. Okay, what do we got? Soldier's Joy. Okay, let's start picking this tempo up a little bit. We got to get ready for the fast jam. So, as I tell you all every week, I'm going to encourage you to come on back for the fast jam, no matter how you feel about it. I want you to come and check it out. And many of you have done this, I know. So, and many of you are probably really chomping at the bit to get to the fast jam. But if you're feeling a little unsure, I just got to say that the whole point is just learning how to relax, adapt your technique to playing things that are simple enough that you can keep up with the tempos. And that's something that I encourage players of all levels to do. I don't, if you are, you know, and I'm assuming you're with me here at the mid-tempo jam, you're like an intermediate style player, right? I would not discourage you from trying to play things fast. I would encourage you to try to play things fast and to listen to fast bluegrass and just get that concept going in your mind, and you will find ways that you can adapt your style to keep up on those tempos, whether or not you're playing like the blazing fast 16th notes the whole time. Okay, so that's my spiel. I give that to you every week, and I'm going to give that to you again because, like I said, we're not really sure when we're going to have this chance again. So this is your chance. Come on back for the fast jam when this is done. And you have all this time to warm up. That's one of the reasons I put this kind of space between the mid-tempo and the fast jam, because I usually need that time to warm up myself. Okay, anyway, here's Soldier's Joy. And I'm assuming you know Soldier's Joy, but just in case you don't, here's the changes. It's in D, and a 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1 and 5. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1, 5 and 1. Okay, that's the A part. B part. Da 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 4 4 1 and 1 and 5 and 5. 1 and 1 and 4 and 4. 1 and 5 and a 1. Okay, there it is. So let's play it 3 times through. It'll go me, you, you, and then you'll tag it at the end. Okay? Soldier's Joy, key of D. Foolish Joy. I just never get over that tune. Okay, 2 more songs here at the Mid-Tempo Jam. And Glendale Train is the first one. We haven't done this song in a little while, and it's just a fun jammer. So let's go ahead and play it. In the key of D. An old Wild West number written by the New Riders of the Purple Sage. I don't know the actual songwriter, but they were the first to record it, and I'm assuming one of them wrote it. In the key of D, here we go. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1 and 4, 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2 dominant E7 to the 5. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 1. 1 and a 1 and 1 and 1 and 5 and a 1. Now I say 2 dominant, meaning it's a dominant version of the 2 chord, which means it's a 7th chord or a major chord, but more specifically the dominant chord is the 7th, right? E7. So that little mystery chord is an E7 to the A7, halfway through that verse. Okay? And what it is technically is the 5 of 5. It's a secondary dominant chord. But oftentimes we just yell 2. But if you hear 2, you might think it's minor because the 2 chord is naturally minor in the diatonic scale. So that's why I say 2 dominant, because it's easier than saying 5 of 5 to most people. All right, that's my 2 cents on that one. Anyhow, my kickoff, it's a long form, and you've got plenty of time for filler because the melody is so simple. So I might play something like this to kick it off. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Took off a little bit there. Didn't mean to go so high up the neck on that one, but it's tempting. It's tempting to take off on this number. So anyway, I bet you're gonna kick it off way better than I did right there, and go ahead and do so on the Glendale Train here in the key of D. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 60 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. I got it. Charlie Jones was the engine years on the line. Kissed his wife at the station gate this morning, 6:35. Everything went fine till 9:30 when Charlie looked up and saw there was men on horses, men with guns, and no sign of the law. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train and they made off with the gold. Play it. White was the baggage man, and he dearly loved his job. The company, they rewarded him with a golden watch and fob. Amos, he was marking time when the door blew off his car. They found Amos White in 15 pieces, 15 miles apart. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train and they made off with the gold. I'm gonna play it and then you follow me. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train and they made off with gold. All right, fun. I had to give it one more round. Just getting a piece of that solo. Kind of flubbed the end of it the first time. And you know how it is. Sometimes you just want that other chance. So I hope you enjoyed your second break on that as well as I enjoyed mine. All right, one last check-in on everyone before we finish up here. John Dawson wrote the Glendale Train. Thank you, Dave. Thanks for filling me in on that. All right. And hello, Clark. Yeah, David, he's a good ringleader. Listen to him. David likes coming back for the fast jam, and I'm not going to try ivermectin. Thanks, Dan. I mean, this is just lingering symptoms. I've been done with the COVID for 2 weeks, but it's just lingering congestion. Hello, Tony Cook, picking along in Austin. Hello, Stan Jones. Hello, Jennifer Hayden. Hello, Larry McLaughlin. All right. Yeah, I've heard about the ivermectin, but I did some research, and most medical experts are saying don't do it. So anyway, but thanks for the tip. James O'Connor playing along in Chicago on the mandolin on the YouTube channel. Firebelly03 in Chicago playing along. Hello, Alice LaRusso. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Ryan. Well, these videos exist, you know. Just go to my YouTube channel. There's a whole playlist of them. I organized them into a playlist, and you can find them real easy and come back and jam. Okay, thanks everybody. Let's do this one last song here, and it's The Soul of Man, Where the Soul of Man Never Dies, up in E. And thank you all so much for being here, for playing along. You know, this whole thing started during COVID when folks, you know, were stuck at home, and I mean the first round of the pandemic, right? And we were all looking for things to do, and I just wanted to put this together as a resource for everybody to have a chance to keep on working on their bluegrass playing, because that's part of this style, is being able to play with others. And it's been great for me hanging with you all on Monday nights, and appreciate all the donations, of course, and mostly just appreciate you all kind of being here and letting me know how much you've enjoyed it, and also just seeing sort of some of the new friendships and new connections being made out there. And you know, a lot of you folks have sort of found me and found my music through this, so I'm very appreciative of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for chiming in. Don't be strangers. Like I said, this is the last one for the time being. I will try to schedule one if I have a Monday available coming up, and also if I have a location where there's the necessary bandwidth to run this live stream. And I've got a new album coming out and lots of other exciting stuff. Gigs are happening. You know, I'm going to Winter Wondergrass this weekend in Tahoe. Be at Tico Time in May with Grant Farm, or a couple Grant Farm reunion shows at Tico Time Festival outside of Durango, and also at the Lariat in Buena Vista. So anyway, let's do the song, and then you all come on back for the fast jam, please. And feel free to pass around these links if you have friends who want to do this. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel. You can send them that link, and they can access all of these events on archive. And also they'll still be on the Facebook page as well. So just dig through my videos, and feel free to share those, pass them around to your friends, whatnot. Okay, let's see. Let's hang right around this same tempo here. And this song goes like this. One and one and one for one and a one and a five. One and one and one for one and one and five and a one. That's the A part. That's where we play over. And the B part is the same. It just doesn't go to that 4 chord the first time. So the B part goes one and no sad farewell, all one, and tear dim eyes. There's a 5. Where all is peace and joy and love, and the soul of man never dies. So the only difference in the changes on the A part and the B part is that the B part doesn't go to that first 4 chord. Okay? And my kickoff is something like this. 1, 2, 3. points if you get that that little hiccup hitch thing that they do in the old time gospel songs. So bonus points if you get that. I'll be trying to do that every time on your kickoff and on your breaks and whatnot. Okay, let's go ahead and play Where the Soul of Man Never Dies, key of E, and you kick us off. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. To Canaan's land I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. My darkest night shall turn to day, where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there will be no sad farewell, there will be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace and joy and love and soul of man never dies. A rose is blooming there for me, where the soul of man never dies, and I shall spend eternity where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there will be no sad farewell, there will be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace and joy and love and soul of man never dies. Play. A love light beams across the foam, where the soul of man never dies. It shines to light the shores of home, where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there will be no sad farewell, there will be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace and joy and love and soul of man never dies. Me then you. Play. To Canaan's land I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. My darkest night shall turn to day, where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there will be no sad farewell, there will be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace and joy and love and soul of man never dies, where all is peace and joy and love and soul of man never dies. All right, fun times. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And come on back at 1:15, about 30 minutes from now, for the fast jam. Do some warming up, stay loose, stay hydrated, and let's do it. Okay, see you then.